People love to ask questions like, how do dogs think? How do dogs think of humans? And maybe the biggest one of all, how do dogs see humans, really? You've probably heard the popular answer by now. Your dog doesn't see you as human. It sounds mysterious, a little dramatic, and very clickable. But here's the part most videos don't explain. Your dog isn't actually spending time trying to figure out what you are. They're not thinking, human, not dog, weird, hairless creature who opens doors with opposable thumbs. When it comes to how dogs see humans, dogs aren't focused on identity at all. They're focused on something much more practical. What's about to happen next? That's how dogs think. Not in labels, not in categories, not in stories the way humans do. Dogs think in patterns. And once you understand that, understanding dogs and their behavior suddenly gets a whole lot easier. Like why your dog relaxes the second you sit down. Why they get weird before you even grab your keys. Why they follow you from room to room. Not because they're clingy, but because they're tracking the environment. Your dog isn't watching you, they're watching what the world does when you move. Dogs don't think in stories the way humans do. As we said, they think in patterns. A sound? What's the outcome? Any movement? What's the outcome? Your tone of voice? What does it mean in terms of, yep, you guessed it, outcome? Over time, they build a mental model that sounds something like, when this happens, that usually follows. Keys mean a quiet house. Shoes mean time moves differently. Sweatpants mean activity slows around the house and nothing important is going to happen today. And you, whether you realize it or not, are the largest pattern generator in their world. You control when food appears, when movement happens, when doors open, when things get loud or quiet, when the emotional temperature of the room shifts. So to your dog, you're not human. You're not another dog. Nope, you're not even a magician. You are a regulator. You're the thing that makes the environment predictable or not. And dogs care deeply about that distinction because that's what makes their world understandable. And here's a small, oddly specific example from our own house. We don't yell at each other. We have a pretty relaxed household, so loud voices are a pretty rare occurrence. That's just not our jam. The house is pretty calm, not too much drama, except when Jeopardy comes on. Yes, we're kind of addicted to Jeopardy. And if contestants keep wildly guessing and tanking their scores, the volume tends to go up. And the most common refrain is, "Stop guessing!" yelled at the TV. Not that it helps. Once they get in the groove of guessing, it's like they can't hear us telling them to knock it off. It's not angry yelling. There's usually laughing, but louder, definitely louder. And every time, our dog does the same thing. She doesn't panic. She doesn't bolt. She doesn't whine. She just slightly shifts position, lifts her head, repositions, looks at us, not stressed, but just checking. She's basically running a quiet internal scan. The volume in the room changed. Let's see. Humans are still relaxed. Their body language still loose. No sharp movements. Nothing escalating. Alrighty then. And once she confirms that everything's fine, head goes back down, eyes close, back to sleep she goes. Because to her, that wasn't yelling. It was just a temporary question mark in the environment. And once the question was answered, the system returned to normal. That's how dogs process the world. When humans raise their voices, we assume dogs hear emotion. But dogs don't interpret sound the way we do. They hear volume changes, sharpness, rhythm, suddenness, not the meaning. So when voices suddenly get louder, Your dog isn't thinking, oh no, they're mad. They're thinking, something changed. I should evaluate. That's why dogs react very differently depending on context. A loud laugh, often no issue. A sharp, unpredictable tone, that triggers attention. And it's not about anger, it's about environmental stability, predictability. Dogs are constantly asking, is the system stable? Or do I need to do something? Is something about to change? Are things predictable or unpredictable? Stable or unstable? Once you start looking through this lens, you'll see it everywhere. Why dogs get weird before you leave. It's not separation anxiety yet. It's pattern recognition. Keys, shoes, different pace, different energy. Your dog isn't sad yet. They're forecasting a silent house when you leave. Why dogs relax when you sit down? Sitting signals. Movement is done. The threat window has closed. Things have settled. Nothing urgent is happening. To your dog, sitting is a full stop. Why dogs follow you from room to room? They're not bored. They're tracking the center of predictability. If the regulator moves, the environment might change, so they move too. You know why your dog steals your socks? It's not mischief, it's anchoring. Your scent represents consistency, familiar baseline, system stability. A sock is a portable version of everything's okay. And if they had pockets, they'd probably put one of your socks in there to take with them wherever they go, like a security blanket of sorts. People often say, my dog has a favorite. And it's usually not the person who feeds them the most. That's because dogs don't bond strongest to the providers. They bond strongest to their predictable regulators. The person whose tone is consistent, whose reactions are legible, whose presence makes the environment easier to read. Dogs choose the person who makes the world make sense. Not the loudest, not necessarily the most exciting, not the most indulgent, but the clearest. You'll hear a lot of videos say, you are your dog's whole world. Well, that's sweet, but here's a more accurate version. You are the thing your dog uses to understand the world. You're the reference point. When you're calm, the house feels calm. When you sit, the day slows down. When you're predictable, your dog relaxes. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be readable. Here's the good news in all of this. Your dog isn't judging you. They're not decoding your inner thoughts. They're not fragile little emotional sponges. They're observers. If you laugh loudly at a game show or yell at the contestants, they'll check in. If everything's fine, they move on. If you're stressed one day but stable overall, they adapt. Dogs don't need a perfectly calm human. They need a relatively consistent one. So no, your dog doesn't see you as human, but not because you're another dog or magical or divine or their entire universe. It's because dogs don't think in categories like that. They think in outcomes. And to your dog, you're the thing that usually leads to food, safety, routine, rest. You're not a mystery to them. You're a pattern. And when that pattern is steady, your dog can finally relax. So if this made you see your dog a little differently, or helped you understand a behavior that never quite made sense, stick around, because the more we understand how dogs actually think, the easier it becomes to live with them, and the calmer everyone gets. Excuse me, I have to go now. It's almost time for Jeopardy!